My phone. Let's see what can go with that. Um, Sometimes we fall, sometimes we rise. Sometimes what we expect doesn't align. All things take time until time runs out. Patience is like staring up at the clouds and wondering what will come about. I sing, I try, but I try and I try again. I don't give up and I don't sit down. I just stand there and I scream and shout aloud until I feel comfort, until I keep some composure. No, I don't like that part. Until I and I try, and I try, and I try, until I become tired. Okay, so that's something. Um, Sometimes I got it, and sometimes I don't. Honestly, and when I got it, it's like um I'm not planning to do anything with it. So when I got it, I don't plan to do anything with it. But when I don't got it, that's when I'm like, I want to try to, do something with it. That should tell you right then and there. Like sometimes when you receive a gift, it's not meant to be shared. Somebody once told me that once you get a gift, when you get a gift, it's meant to be shared with the world. Like you're born with the gift, and then you're meant to pass it on. You're born with a gift, and therefore I guess you pass it on. But it's like I didn't grasp that at all. Like I don't even know how that topic relates to what I'm talking about right now. But that just kind of came to me. Because like I said, it was probably in the back of my subconscious because I just didn't understand that. Like I understand what they meant by that. Maybe because I'm like, if I receive a gift, it's meant for me and to pass it on, I guess, through your children. You can pass your gift on through your kids. That's how it's supposed to be passed on. But if it ain't your kids, I don't know how it's gonna be passed on. Um, but some gifts, like I said, I have a lot of talents. Singing is not one of them, as you can see. I just, I test the waters and I try it, and if I don't like it, then most likely I'm gonna just, I'm gonna let it go. But um the gifts that I do have, um I know that's me. You when you do something and you're passionate about it and you love it, and it comes to you naturally, that's your gift. So I know my gift, but I try other things. I have my, you know I add on too. So like if my gift is writing, then I'm gonna paint too, and I'm gonna create something with that. Like I a gift is an expression. So it's like you always have to have an outlet, you know. Everybody got their own outlet. Some people don't have gifts or talents, and their outlet is right here, right now, speaking, talking. I'm not much of a talker. I don't do this. I try, and when I do try, I try to perfect it because that's how I know when my gift has been perfected, and that's how I look I look to my gift as, I do this and this is me, and I've been doing it so long since I was a child that it has become perfected. So when I do other things, that's how I want to reflect. I'm reflecting on what I've already perfected, you know. So I want it to be perfect. But when it's not your gift and it's not your talent, it's not what you are meant to be doing, then it takes skill. And that's what I'm learning now. Like you have to work at it and work at it and work at it. I had asked somebody because like it's a few people that I asked, not only this person, but this person was singing, and then there was another person that was drawing. They was like, well, I, you know, since I was 5, since I was 6, since I was 7, I've been doing this and I've been doing this, and that's how, you know, I've become so good at it. And it's like I didn't mean to test those waters or test what they said, but it just came to me like I'm gonna try it. So I wanted painting. Like I took on that skill and I started painting, and it wasn't my talent. Like I worked at it. I barely gave it to the effort. Is what like it surprised me. You know, I didn't put too much in it, but it's like when you got a dreamer state of mind and you're you're like you got that child still in you, your child is still attached to you, then it's like you can conquer anything. Your inner child, that your inner child comes out and it plays, and boom, you got it just like that. So I painted, I started, and I my paintings I mean, they look professional. Like I got so many compliments. I got so many people coming and telling me, you should do this. You should sell this. You should make some money off of this. It's because it was that good. I learned to paint in 3 months. I don't know how I did it. That's what I'm saying. That's the inner child in me and the inner child in everybody. You don't have to know how to do something, but if you visualize it and you're real passionate, it just takes passion. If you're passionate about it, it comes out, you know? So I don't understand, how I mean, I guess this is my own personal opinion, hold it against me, but I'm gonna just say it. I guess it's a skill. If you've been doing it since you've been young, but well, not been doing it like free-handedly, not working that you're working at it since you were young. So I'm singing since I was young years old. I'm singing since I was like 5 years old, and I'm singing and I'm singing. That skill, I wouldn't consider that your gift. I'm sorry. That's just how I see it. That I wouldn't consider it your gift. You've been doing it since you were 5 years old, so that means you had years. You had all that time, all that free time, to work at something and build something and build something. That's skill. That's not your gift. That's skill. So I guess that's how I see it. But my gift, it came naturally. Like I said, it's not something I was working on since I was younger. When I was a child, I was living. I didn't care nothing about, working at something, working hard. I was free in my imagination, and I feel like that's how childhood should be. You shouldn't be working at something, because when is you living life? So, um, yeah, I was free to, explore. I was outdoors. I was enjoying nature. Um, but I didn't start like writing. I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't want to, but I didn't start writing until I was like 11 years old. What inspired me to write was, I guess, moving up out of my house, moving away from my friends. Um, I feel like that was something deep inside my subconscious as a child. I was sad, where I was, I didn't want to be there. I I wanted to go back to what I knew and come into a different location. It was it was hard for me. I hated it, you know. I didn't make any friends. Well, I made some friends, but I barely made any friends because my friends was, back where I moved away from. I had just built a whole bunch, like I just made all these friends. Like it was set for me. And it's like I felt as a child, like, oh, I'm getting somewhere. I was going to parties. I was at my friends. I had a friend over here. I had a friend over there. I was good. And then boom, we moved to a different side of town. I'm like, I'm not gonna fit in here. You know, I was so sad. Like I lost everything. You know, lost all my friends. And where I'm at now is like I'm weird because I don't fit in. I don't fit in with these people. And when you got all that inside you, it's like I think the first time I started writing was in the cafeteria when Barack Obama was president. I remember them. We used to watch them in the cafeteria at breakfast on the TV screen every morning. So it was when Barack Obama became president. That's when I first started writing. I was in middle school. I was in sixth. No, I was in seventh grade. I started writing, and I guess that was my heart speaking. I just and once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. So that was my inspiration, and yeah, you can go a lot of places with writing. Just like my little performance I was just giving of me trying to sing, you know. Like I said, I felt like I built it at one point. Like I was up, I was sounding really, really good. But that's what I'm saying. It's a skill. If it's not your passion, it's a skill. Because as a skill, you can lose it easily, and that's when you have to keep working and perfecting it and perfecting it because it's not your gift. It's a skill. It's a skill set. So, um, yeah. So, that's what I was saying. As a writer, I can do many things with that. So it's like I write songs, and I guess as songwriters this is how they feel. It's like I write a song and you just want so badly to sing that song. Like you want to express it yourself, like you want to give, you know all of that. But it's like it's a reason why there are songwriters and there are singers. If you that's a gift, pass it on. I mean, that's exactly how you can say you have a gift and you pass it on, basically your gift, and then somebody else has a gift to pass on your word. And I guess through that way, that's how you pass on your gift, and your word gets spoken, and your what you mean and your story gets told by someone else, but they're doing you a favor. Everybody have their gifts, and it's meant for something. It's like a little timeline, So I guess that's like, I mean, I get it now. Maybe that's what they mean. But another way to pass on your gift, of course, is genetically. That's what I thought. I'm like, okay, so pass it on. Got to be genetics because can't nobody just, get your gift if it's your gift and they're not, they don't have that. So I was kind of wrapped up in that, but now I kind of understand what it means. If when you have a gift, you pass it on. You pass it on, and you know that's how your story gets told. Because it's kind of hard to do it on your own if you have a gift, but um, you don't have that ability